They said you wouldn't make it so far, and ever since they said it, it's been hard. But never mind the nights you had to cry, 'cause you had never let it go inside. You worked real hard and you know exactly what you want and need. So believe, and you can never give up. You can reach your goals. Just talk to your soul and say, I can.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Pastor the Original again on our 8:30 broadcast. Yeah. Started off the show with a nice song. I believe I can. I want the people to believe that they can. Yeah. Keep in your mind that affirmation. That says I can, I will, I must. So it's a very powerful motivational song. You see, on now this show, I just want to motivate. It's a motivational feed. You see, on being aware of your consciousness. You see, being aware of being in a natural being, you see, being in that state of awareness. So I want to elaborate more on that and motivate people to know who you are, you see, because that natural state of being, as I call it, it's where you are aware of many things, you see. So before I go forward, let me just do this. Yeah. So, being in that state of awareness, being in that state of being, you see, concerning the outer environment. You see, most of the people get worried of the outer environment, of what is going to happen next. You see, the predictable future or a known past, you see, because that's what the brain normally wants. That's what the brain normally wants. The brain is so scared, is afraid, or it's push up the safety buttons when you start putting yourself in an unknown space, you see. So the brain will always want something known, or a scenario where it's a predictable future. You see, so people, how can you be aware, or how can you put yourself in awareness of the present moment? You see, you can start by disconnecting yourself from everything in the world. By that, I mean, just disconnect yourself from the known past, time, space. You see, because time space is the past, and the predictable future, that is a time space. You see, that is a matter of a time space. So you got to disconnect yourself from that time space and be nowhere. You got to disconnect yourself from looking at other people and trying to be a somebody, you see, into being a nobody. You see, that is where you become now in that aware space. You see, in that awareness, where now you're not trying to compare yourself to another person, when you're not trying to compare yourself into a different matter. You see, now you are becoming in from somewhere to nowhere. You see, in that time level, you are becoming just you are becoming in that consciousness of being you, in that state, or in that state of creation. You see, in that center of creation, in that state of where the heart is wholeness, where the heart is oneness. You see, because once you start comparing things that is known to you, or is known to your brain, or is predictable to your brain, you are not becoming now in that, you are now living in the time space. You see, so if you want to be aware, or if you want to create awareness, you got to disconnect yourself from all those things. You see, and then that the heart will now start, because you only do this with your heart. You see, now the heart will start generating energy, because we are all a matter of energy. It will start generating energy where you feel like your heart is swelling. You see, you feel like you are. Your heart is disconnected from everything, and then it's gonna start sending waves to your brain. You see, because now your brain won't be able to be thinking in that predictable future or a known past. You see, you disconnect from all those kind of things, and then you're gonna start being in that hour of awareness. You see, if you get what I mean. So how do you get in that state of awareness? You see, you stop everything, you go into a meditation level. You see, we get in that meditation level, whatever your brain tells you to do. You see, because the brain will always try to tell you something. You see, if in that time, or let's say it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and in that time you normally be in traffic and you're shouting out, you see, the brain will want that reaction, will want that known reaction, or that predictable scenario that's now you need to do this, you are off schedule. You see, but then you gotta fight the mind and tell the mind, no, I'm in a meditation space right now. You see, I am in control. You see, so now the brain will automatically follow your command. You see, instead of the brain commanding you to do something and then you follow, because most people do this unconsciously. You see, You do it unconsciously because the subconscious mind keeps on telling you it's the habits mind. You see, the many things that we do unconsciously through the subconscious mind, things that we have learned or things that we've seen in the past, or the predictable future of the scenario that, okay, this will be the outcome. And every time when the brain gives you a predictable future, it gives you a safety measure. You see, it's trying to protect you from what you may think. But when you are thinking in that state, you're in a survival mode. You see, now you are trying to survive more than trying to be who you are. You see, now the brain is automatically controlling you to be in a survival mode instead of enjoying life or enjoying the present moment. You see. So it's very, very important for you to be aware of what you are doing, be aware of who you are, be aware of the present moment rather than being in that known past or the predictable future. Because once you become in the present moment, you are living now, you are starting now to attract the things that you want in life. You see, instead of you trying to chase everything that you want in life. Because you see, if you are, let's say you are chasing something that you want, if you are chasing it, the word says itself, you are chasing it. You see, the thing that you want in life will automatically run away from you. Don't you understand that? Maybe don't you get that? You see, it will run away from you because you are chasing it. So now when you are being in a conscious state of being in the natural being of awareness, or the conscious state of awareness, everything that you want in the present moment, you see, because everything that you need, you're going to start feeling that it has already happened in your life. You see, that's where you are becoming aware, and now you are attracting what you want instead of you chasing what you want in life. You see, that's how awareness of being conscious is very powerful, you see, and that's why we need to use it more profoundly, you see. So I just want to put out that motivational feed. So if you have any questions, or if you want me to elaborate more on this motivational feed, since you know my broadcast is very, very, very short, so I'm going to end it in a few minutes from now. But if you need more elaboration, or if you need more enlightenment on that part of awareness, just hit me up on my Twitter handle, PAR_STAR pastor, or in my page, The Original, or in my personal Facebook account, which is Pastor The Original. So you can hit me up on the comments on this broadcast, or you can hit me up on the comments on YouTube, via YouTube, or via Spreaker podcast, or via Spotify, or via podcast Addict, or by Pod Chaser. That is the links or the platforms that are connected, are linked to this broadcast. And if you have more questions, or you need more clarification on something that we are speaking about that will help you change your life, you can feel free to hit me up, you see, or even on my WhatsApp number, which is 0685768613. So I'm gonna end this podcast in a few minutes, and then come back at 9:15 and do for the music jam session. The music hour, where I'm gonna just be playing y'all songs and motivational songs. And there you can hit me up and let me know what you're doing, what you're up to, how this lockdown is keeping you all, you see, and most of the things, and how this broadcast has changed your life, or is changing your life, you see. So I wanted to play a song before I end, but my podcast is ending right now. So holla.